Luca. Vai, Luca. Все, так, начинаем.
Is that all? You let us go through?
Намного излагает лето. Храни Господь.
God save you. Thank you. Okay, guys. Bye. Good luck. That is good when there are a lot of people you're happy to see.
Саша, это будет самая шикарная ночь в моей жизни. Саша, я вот.
It looks like the sky is clearing up a little bit. It was kind of cloudy earlier today, but it looks like the sky is getting brighter and brighter.
And Pierre is the only one that I can hear through the glass. You don't need a microphone.
How hot is it outside?
So they're like size 55 because they go up on top of a spacesuit. And we only use them once. From here to the bus, and from the bus to the rocket, and that's it. The check when we fly, it's like this.
Everything is fine. Have a great flight. Have a successful flight. Wishing you that everything goes as planned. I am glad to see you happy, focused, goal-oriented faces. We're confident in your success. All the best.
Sasha and Luca, you guys look great. We have very warm feelings about you, your mission, and this flight. In fact, when you go outside the door, I'm sure you'll feel our warm feelings. Seriously, you guys are well trained. You look very ready to go. We're looking forward to having you up on orbit and accomplishing a great mission. Have some fun, and we'll see you back here in the soft landing in the not too distant future. All the best.
We are really looking forward to your mission. It's an impressive mission which you will do with EVAs and all of that stuff. So really we cross our fingers for your flight. Do the best out of it. So Alexander, you are the boss of these three, so please take care of them. And of course the rookie also, all the best for you. So in medium, as an average, all of you have 2 flights already. So you have 2, you have 3, you have 1. So in the mean value is 2 for all of you. Have a nice flight. And Luca, you have already a new name. It's not Luca Parmitano, but Luna Parmitano.
The crew of the transportation Soyuz vehicle is ready for launch. Yo, good luck, all the best. Please step back away from the bus. Step away from the bus.
Careful because there will be 2 of them.
Crew of MS-12 has arrived at the launch pad.
All right, Kirk, spectacular nighttime launch. Give us general thoughts. What was it like to watch another liftoff from Baikonur?
Every launch is exciting, and night launches are especially exciting. So here we are on the step, and the engine takes lights up, and the whole desert just lights up. It's just exciting. You can feel the vibration. It's like your heart beating out of your chest. It's just truly exciting. Great to be here, and we're very excited that the crew is safely on orbit and making their way to the International Space Station.
I mean, this happened on a pretty historic anniversary, I would say, for NASA, with the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. What's kind of your feeling with the special connection with that, with watching 3 humans blast off into space today?
You know, it's funny. Of course, the anniversary of Apollo landing on the moon is certainly important to NASA and to the United States, but I say it's really important to the world. The world stopped and watched this. Big mark for human spaceflight, just like the original launch of Yuri Gagarin here from this same pad. So here on the same day, it's really exciting, although 50 years later, because that event actually inspired many of us to be here. So it's great. It's very exciting. It's nice to think about what happened then, know what we're doing today, and then look to the future, going back to the moon and beyond.
All right, so they're off the ground. What's ahead for this crew now? The journey started, but they got a couple of months of real tough work ahead of them. What's coming up?
They do, lots of work. Of course, they're going to get on orbit. Now the SpaceX Dragon's going to blast off on the 24th and arrive on the 26th. And when it does, they're going to be really, really busy. So lots of experiments. They have over 266 different experiments, 98 of which have never been performed in space before, so a ton of research to do. They actually have quite a number of spacewalks, including one during or right after the SpaceX mission to install the docking port for commercial crew vehicles. So lots of spacewalks, a ton of research. They'll be very busy.
Jan Woerner, you're the Director General of ESA. So what does this mean, this new launch for ESA?
Such a launch as we could see today is for me always very special. A launch as such is already inspirational, but if it's a launch with humans and with ESA astronaut, it's totally emotional. It comes to my heart. I have to say I'm always afraid because I feel like a father. I could be the father of Luca, so I feel like a father, and seeing him launching in space, this is very, very emotional. I'm so happy that he is in orbit.
And the mission is called Beyond because that means that we want to go beyond in space.
He called his mission Beyond, and he meant beyond low Earth orbit, to the moon, and even beyond to Mars, etc. For me, Beyond has also a second meaning, and this is what we are doing in space is also beyond space, because we have some action, some ideas also on Earth, so some impact on citizens, because here we are working together. The different countries of different nations are working together, astronauts, cosmonauts and European astronauts, and therefore Beyond for me has also this geopolitical aspect. So it has not only the geographical point, yes, we want to go to the moon, and therefore I said Luca may be renamed in Luna Parmitano.
And this happening 50 years after the moon landing.
Yeah, exactly 50 years ago, the Americans landed on the surface of the moon. I was 15 years old. It was 2 days after my birthday, and I was really, through the whole night, I was observing it, and I was so excited that I could not go to bed afterwards. And now I'm here as the Director General of ESA, and I'm really witnessing a launch of an ESA astronaut. So life cannot be better.
The little Jan is a dream coming true.
Exactly. My dreams from my time when I was a tiny boy until today, this is really a story. Yeah? I started with 3 years when Sputnik was launched. My father told me, look up there, Jan, there is Sputnik. I could not see it, but if your father tells it to you, he has an authority, you accept that. And then all the different missions with the Americans, with the Russians, then culminating in the landing of the Americans, and today I'm here as Director General being responsible also for this launch. This is a chain which is unbeatable.
David Parker, you're the Director of Human Spaceflight and Robotic Exploration in ESA, so that must be a very important day for you to have one of our guys going up.
It's an incredible day, opportunity to see Luca Parmitano being launched into space. I always think he's the tip of the arrow of the whole team behind him to make all of our missions work, all the scientists, the engineers, the contract officers, everybody that made this mission happen. And now it started, so it's such an exciting day.
And just the step towards, you know, the rest and go beyond.
So Luca's mission is an incredibly busy one. He's going to be very, very busy doing fantastic science, our own science program, great science, but also repairing a massive piece of scientific equipment, the AMS aboard the space station. This is really challenging set of EVAs he's going to have to do. He's trained long and hard, 100 hours underwater just to prepare for the EVAs. Technology work, he's going to be trying to drive a rover, like a Mars rover, back on the surface of the Earth from the space station. So this is all preparing us to go beyond our vision to take humans and robots to the moon and onwards to Mars. And we're going to do this working together in Europe and working in international cooperation. So you can see how his mission is a really key step towards the future.
Thank you. So what does this mean for ASI today?
Well, it has been a wonderful night launch. The light, the power, the noise could really tell you about the power of this vehicle, bringing Luca and the astronauts up to the station. And under a national standpoint, of course, we are very proud of Luca. Luca is a reason of national pride. He's a wonderful astronaut. He will bring, of course, on station the color of our flag, his land, and he will perform a lot of activities, but among them he will also perform some Italian science that has been, science and technology that has been coordinated and funded by the Italian Space Agency. So we are very happy and proud of having Luca up there in his way to the station.